Spiderverse movies right in F2.
Alright, once again, it's time for another tier list, and today we're going over all the Spider-Man movies. Yeah, I know what the people want, what can I say? I'm also repping the Spider-Man suit that I have for some reason that I spent way too much money on in Halloween. I've worn it like 3 times. It's kind of useless, but hey, it's themed to the episode, so technically I'm using it. Kind of counts for something, right? Anyways, this tier list is gonna upset some people. My takes on some of the Spider-Man movies are controversial, so if you're watching this, I'm not sorry. But let's get into it. So with this tier list that I found online, it's kind of weird because it had duplicates of every movie. I don't know why. I don't know if there was a specific purpose for that, but I made a separate tier just for all those duplicates. But with that out of the way, the first Spider-Man movie. So here's the deal. Here's the scoop. I didn't grow up watching the Spider-Man movies. I liked Spider-Man as a character. He was always my favorite superhero, but I didn't watch the movies growing up. I don't have that nostalgia. So the first Spider-Man movie, it's gonna go in B tier. It's gonna go in B tier, so I guess that's not that controversial, but I feel like most people would say A, if not S tier. So I don't know. I've seen it a couple times, but it's fine. It's a fine movie. It wasn't stunning or groundbreaking to me. It's fine. Also, if I was rating the individual Spider people, I would be ranking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man as a as a C tier, if not D tier. I don't like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I think he's too old for it, and I don't know. I just don't think he has I don't think he's good for it. I don't think he was a good Spider-Man. I'm just gonna say it. But the movie itself, it's a B. Spider-Man 2 is gonna go D tier. I don't like it that much. I really don't. Sorry. That's your boy's opinion. That being said, Spider-Man 3, honestly, it's gonna go in B tier too. The one saving thing from it is the emo Spider-Man. It's a kind of funny joke, I guess. So that's what gets it in B tier. Other than that, I don't like it that much. I really don't. So next up, we have the Amazing Spider-Man. And I'm gonna say it because I know that the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies are not popular, not because of Andrew Garfield, but because of the script writing and everything. I like them so much better than I like the original trilogy. I also just think Andrew Garfield is like the perfect live-action Spider-Man we've had. Yeah, I genuinely believe that. The Amazing Spider-Man is gonna go... It's gonna go in A tier. Not quite S tier, but it's gonna go in A tier. I really, really liked watching that one. I thought it was really good. What can I say? That being said, though, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I'm kind of on the same train with everyone else. I don't think it's that good. It was kind of boring to watch. I didn't really have a good time. It's something I can put on in the background, but I'm not gonna actively choose to watch it when I want to watch a Spider-Man movie. Okay? Sorry. I don't think that one's not controversial. But the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I'll put it in C tier. So that's where it's going. Amazing Spider-Man 2, C tier. But then Tom Holland comes in, and first we see him in Civil War very briefly. But then there's Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming I really, really liked it. I think Tom Holland is also just a really good Spider-Man. Because he's got like the awkwardness, kind of like really nerdy. I feel like Tobey Maguire didn't really have that. He was just awkward. He was just really awkward. I would say Spider-Man Homecoming, I don't know. I'll put it in A tier. The only reason it's not going in S tier is just because, honestly, I don't know. There was just something that was a little bland from the first one. But I think everyone shits on Spider-Man Far From Home. I hear so much smack talked upon Spider-Man Far From Home. But Spider-Man Far From Home, I just think it's so good. I just think it's really good. Spider-Man Far From Home. Sorry, I'm trying to I'm trying to like remember the entire movie in my head. But Spider-Man Far From Home, honestly, it's gonna go in A tier too. Like, again, same with Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, there's just something in my brain preventing it from going in S tier. Like, something about it just doesn't quite deserve to go in S tier. But I think just Mysterio as a character was like, it was a really good test for Tom Holland Spider-Man, because it felt like, I don't know, I feel like the Vulture wasn't that much of a villain. He was like kind of a villain, but like Mysterio like f***ed him up big time, and I think that was like a really good like lesson for him. It's gonna go in A tier, just not quite S tier. That being said, why is Morbius on here? Why the f*** is Morbius on this list? I'll be honest, I haven't seen Morbius. But I'm just gonna go with the common consensus that I've seen, and also I saw the clip of Matt Smith doing a weird fucking dance, like shirtless, just for that, because that's just weird. Like I don't know, it's going in F tier. It's going in F tier. I don't give a damn diddly darn heck. It's going in F tier. I've seen what I need to see of that movie, and I don't want to watch the whole thing, because I think it would kill me, honestly. I think watching that movie would kill me. For this fella, it will never be Morbin time. Old joke alert! Anyways, before I do No Way Home, I'll rate the Venom movies, because I think they came out first. They're fine. I liked Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, but Venom regular is gonna go D tier. Venom Let There Be Carnage can honestly go B tier. I thought it was good, but yeah, the first Venom was just boring. But yeah, Let There Be Carnage, I've only seen it once. I saw it in theaters though, but the thing about those two movies is the storytelling is just, it's so bland. It's so bland. Like, Venom as a character in those movies is, like, funny, but God, it's just hard to watch. Like, I'm snoozing big time. So, No Way Home, I really, really, really like No Way Home. I really did. I mean, I don't want to spoil how the rest of this list is gonna go, but I got some really favorites right here. Spider-Man No Way Home. The one thing is just Doctor Strange. I think maybe my feelings of Doctor Strange have completely changed since I watched Multiverse of Madness, because fuck that movie. I know this is a Spider-Man video, but Multiverse of Madness is my least favorite Marvel movie in the entirety of Marvel movies. I think Thor Love and Thunder is better than Multiverse of Madness. I think Ant-Man Quantumania is better than Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse of Madness is the most dog shit, a bunch of nonsense things that could have easily been resolved. Dumbass. I didn't like the movie. If you can't tell, I didn't like the movie. That being said, despite Doctor Strange's role in this, it's gotta go S tier. It's a fan service movie. It absolutely is. Between bringing the old Spider people back, bringing the old villains back, it is absolutely a movie that is meant to hit nostalgia, but I think it's just really good. I think it's really well paced. I don't know, like, just the fact that Tom Holland Spider-Man, this is like not the first time he's going like through like real struggles, but it's the first time he has like a real loss, and it's his canon event. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the canon joke will make sense, but I'm sure you've also seen it all over the TikTok. But it felt like the first time that he really, really like had to grasp the reality of loss and still push himself to be Spider-Man instead of like just giving it up, because he kept like trying to give it up. He was like, I don't want to do this. I just want to send him home. Not my deal. But he overcame and he did it. So I think it's the best live action Spider-Man movie. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, that's what I think. Moving on, we have two left, and it's both of the Spider-Verse movies. By golly. are these movies incredible. I just saw Across the Spider-Verse, like, I think I want to say like 4 days ago, and I want to go see it in theaters again because it's such a good movie, and I feel like I missed so much. Because there's obviously like a lot of cameos, but it doesn't feel like pushed in. Like, all the cameos don't feel like it's like rushed or anything, but we're not talking about Across the Spider-Verse yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. Into the Spider-Verse, I rewatched like 2 nights ago. Still incredible, and it is still S tier, because I don't know, just the animation is incredible. I feel like I can pick it up anytime. His like initially forced relationship with the other Peter Parker, it's really cool. I think some of the other Spider people there was kind of weird. Those kind of felt pushed in, but it also was like, hey, there are other Spider realities. But yeah, I don't know. Into the Spider-Verse, incredible. If I had an S+ tier though, that's where Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse would go, because again, this movie is incredible. This movie is just incredible. I'm not gonna get into any spoilers about it, but I don't know. It's so good. And they really like delve into Gwen Stacy's character too, which I don't know. I appreciate that they did that, because it's like, yes, Miles Morales is like the main character, but like there's other characters that matter and other characters that are like heavily tied to him. So it's really cool that we kind of saw like Into the Spider-Verse, we saw Peter B. Parker's like story really told and like developed, because he started out like this depressed AF MF. Like, he gets back together with Mary Jane, and it's all good for him. And then we see that kind of same, like, similar story for Gwen, where I just dropped a spoiler. Cut that out, future me. I don't know. It's really cool how they expand on Gwen Stacy's story, but still tell Miles' story so well. And like, it's so hard not to talk about because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, it's straight in S tier, S+ if I could, but I don't feel like doing that. So that being said, we have Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in S tier. In A tier, we have The Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Spider-Man Far From Home. In B tier, we have the first Spider-Man movie, and Spider-Man 3, and Venom Let There Be Carnage. C tier, we have Spider-Man 2, sorry everyone. In D tier, sorry again, Spider-Man 2, and Venom, I just didn't like it. F tier, we have Morbius, and then obviously all the duplicates. So, that's not as controversial as I thought I was going to make it, thankfully. But that was my tier list of all the Spider-Man movies while I wear this incredibly uncomfortable Spider-Man suit. If you liked it, go ahead and follow along. I'm hoping to be to 200 subscribers by August 1st, which is in 26 days, around that. I am at like 168, I think, so I only need 32 subscribers left. So share with your friends, see if they like the content. If you like the content, leave a like, comment. Comment how you feel about my tier list. Where would you put everything? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.